We are all sacred dreamers, dreaming the world into being. And especially we are this afternoon. Hello, YouTube. It's Supernova Sun Goddess here with Mr. Fig. We made quite the picture today. We were inspired by Florida. So Jazz of the Jungle is here today to bring your spirit message. And I just recorded this, but I felt like I needed to do a new recording because it was really scattered because it's a huge message. I've been making huge messages, and I've realized that I've been making a lot of bridge-like pictures subconsciously. So I guess that's me like bridging the gap like to the message from the divine and here. I don't know, it's very interesting how, like, I don't know, I feel like I don't know, I'm bridging a lot of gaps in these messages from the beyond. So anyway, where to even start, right? So to start off, it seems like to me that the general consensus, right, which I was literally just talking to a friend about this earlier today, is that we always seem to be in the way of our desires, right? Like we're the ones that hold the self-limiting beliefs at the end of the day, literally at the end and beginning. So, and if you look at this, you can look at this either way. You can look at this as the end or the beginning, because look, they're both naked, they're both like swimming or standing in a stream. Everything can always go backwards and forwards, like, you know, the way that you look at it, as above, so below, which has been a huge theme in all of my readings, and mirroring. And that's just life. Life is a mirror of the self, literally. Life is a mirror of the self. And there's a massive plane. So that being said, you know, and this is a message for one and for all, right? Like, what is holding you back from your dreams? What is it? Because I've been seeing a lot of that, and it's like, also, what makes you happy and what is your most authentic self? Because this is how you close the gap and connect all your worlds into being, right? And fully adapt. But that takes strategy. And so does finding yourself and being the master of doing what you love and being the master of you, right? So, with that being said, it's like, what makes you feel like this? What makes you soar and feel free? What lights up your imagination? What are your dreams? Are you going after them? Are you following what your true dream is? Or are you scared of what that dream is? And are you choosing to look down instead of forward? Like the light here, and then there's the star in the puddle, but like the light is behind him. You need to be looking at the light, not behind the light, right? Like the light should be guiding you, like how it's guiding like him to this puddle where there's the star guiding to the star, right? And then we also have the star down here. So like, what is your guiding light in this life? And are you following it? Are you letting that guide you, or are you going against it? Here. What is the most healing path for you that would make you the happiest? What is it that you need to focus on? Are you trying to focus on too many things? Right? Like, these are gonna drop if she doesn't have a good balance. So sometimes we need to loosen up, right? Like how her shirt is like unbuttoned and her tie is super loose. But sometimes we're too loose. And when we're too loose, then we start forgetting, you know, what we're here for. So, and with that being said, we go back to having a strategy. What is your heart telling you? What are your ancestors telling you? What is the light that you're looking up to and that you're following? You know, like shining from the freaking wand. Also, look, there's a wand here, and then it goes down to a freaking wand shining here. You know? So if you're being too loose, and like thinking, oh, you know, I'm just gonna figure it out willy-nilly, you might start becoming too comfortable, right? Like I was getting with this that it's like it's good to adapt, be able to adapt to the jungle, right? In the forest, like George of the Jungle, he becomes one with the jungle and learns the jungle and learns how to navigate the jungle. But then there's also becoming too comfortable and you become the jungle, right? So it's just like if you get too comfortable, then you start becoming your fear, right? Or you start becoming the thing that you don't want to be. Or you get to a place where you didn't want to be, right? Like you may be in a forest, but do you want to become that forest, the dark forest? No, you don't want to become the dark forest, right? It's good to know how to work in the forest, but you don't ultimately want to actually like blend in, or do you want to blend in? Do you want to blend in? Or do you want to stand out and make magic? Or do you just want to fade back into the light or fade into the background just like everyone else? You don't, right? But with that, you have to be honest with yourself and as to, what touches your heart? Like to me, it's like looking like this is the heart, right? Like life's the heart or whatever. What touches your heart? And what are the rooms in your heart that you would like to fill? What do you want to fill them with? Right? Look, they're even like coming from the tree. All these different hearts, just like, you know, it's like that fell from the tree and she's trying to pick it up. What is the dream that you would like to follow? What is, and then it's all glowing here in the high heart. Like, what is your true authenticity? What is the contract? What is the dream you want to make and fulfill? Are you telling yourself a story that's not true about yourself? That makes you too comfortable or makes you have a life that isn't true to yourself? Like, you need to figure these things out in order to repair the veil and bring all your worlds together. Like, if this is the mind, this is the body, and this is your dream, the spirit realm, right? The golden butterfly. Hi, Nanny. My Nana's the golden butterfly. So, I never noticed the thread here, too. So, what do you need to do here to make these two come together? What do you need to work on the inside to make your dreams a reality? To find that missing piece, right? What is the strategy? What is the plan? My dad used to always say to me, what's your plan? Talk to me. What's your plan? So, you know, talk to the divine. That's what this is. It's like, you know, he's looking out into the horizon, into the distance to get answers, because all these answers he's been trying to give himself are confusing him, and he doesn't know how to feel. He's like, It's like, do you know what you want? What is temptation? What is distress? What do you have control of and what do you not? What are you ready to take off and soar? Like, where are your eyes facing? What is your dream? And don't be afraid to go for your dream, right? This is Nine of Swords is fear, but like, don't be afraid to go for your dream. Knock these out of the way and go for it. But do you know what it is? Because she's like dropping the cup and she's got her hand on her heart, like, I don't know if I know, or she's trying to reach. Either way, like, she's trying to figure it out. But she knows it's towards the spiral, right? And then here's like some whatever spirit trying to grab the flower, you know? Watch out for sneaky people that may be coming in your path. Also, not everybody always has the greatest intentions, even if they act like they do. Some of them don't. So it's really important to be able to have discernment with who is trying to help you and who is trying to hinder you on your path. Who is trying to throw daggers and who is actually trying to help you glow, right? But again, like, what's going to help is, you know, see how they're like looking. She's looking at the dream. I don't want to mess up her name. I think it's Shakti. One of those. Don't be mad at me if I got that wrong. I'm still learning all the names. Okay, I'm really bad with names in general. I always have been. So I'm like, I just see spirits for who they are, not names. You know what I mean? Feelings, energy. But she's looking at the dream, right? She's not looking at like the fire and what's hurting, right? So you need to keep your eye on the prize, on the ball, right? And see how it's like here on the ball. And then reaching for the ball. Looking up at the ball. Another ball. Another ball. You know, like, what is your dream? What is in that ball? See, here's another ball. So if you can acknowledge what is fear and what is not, what is your dream, then you can know how to go after your fears and look up and say, I see you. And then you can take your dream and run with it, right? Because then you can fight against your fears. And you can go towards, you know, the real judgment, the truth at the end of the day. You can then jump up and fly, like here. Instead of being stuck, you know, in the freaking Medusa's cave or maze, or, you know, like, you make yourself the victim of your own disaster when you don't know where you're going. And when you don't know what you want, right? Like, she's got a head full of snakes. Of course she's upset. I know there's a whole other story about why she's upset. Because she was actually treated really badly by multiple men, from what I understand. I can relate to that. But, you know, so instead of choosing to be, like, stuck in your cave with snakes as your head, like Medusa, you know, and, like, being dark and upset and rigid, choose to look up towards the light and turn those snakes into flowers, right? And bees. Like, turn that into, like, gold, honey, you know, pollinate with it. Bees are high vibrational. Turn it into something high vibrational and shining and tasty and beautiful instead of something dark and lonely and scary and entrapping, right? And look how these mirror too. Like her arms are up and her arms are up here. It's like, it's so important. Let me get over here. To just find the magic in your life, the magic in you. I know that sounds so cheesy and so cringy, but like, it's the truth. Like, what makes your heart sing? You know, like a freaking Disney movie. You know what I mean? Like, what? You are the character of your life, right? What is your harvest? What is going to bring you your ultimate harvest? What is going to make you feel like a warrior? What is going to make you so happy with your reflection? Like, look, there's freaking stars, and she's naked, and she's like, I am beautiful and naked, and this is freaking amazing. You know? Like, look at her here. She's like, yeah, there's a whole celebration. He's got a big fish for her. They're getting a big pineapple ready. You know, there's waves crashing. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful life. You know? And like, it's like a mirror here too. The two people, him standing in the middle, and then the white, you know what I mean? It's like, that's the sun or the moon, however you want to look at it. She's the center. You are the center of your world. Or find the center of your world, whatever it is, and follow it and offer to that, you know? Offer to your calling. You have spirit all around you that wants to give you your dream. If you'll just take the time to listen. You know, like I was getting a lot of Pocahontas vibes too. Listen with your heart. You will understand. They just, and I got that the other day too. Spirit and everyone that loves you unconditionally around you wants you to succeed and wants you to have your fairy tale ending with the dolphin. Dolphins are good luck. Again, spirit around. Spirit's like, yes, push them together, you know, like oozing off her, you know, like she's magnetic to me. And he's like, yes, baby, come here. Been waiting for, you know, to dance or whatever, swim naked with someone in the waves like this my whole life. Where did you come from? You know? Someone is going to appreciate you for being this, for loving you, and for being the master of your life, and for hanging on, and for believing, and for finding your North Star, your dream, right? So we do need to just let go sometimes, but don't completely let go when you have to a place where you have no direction. You know, like I was getting the don't go chasing waterfalls. It's like, but yes, do go chase the waterfalls, just not the ones that you know how they end, right? You need to make a plan. You can make you can make trees with big old brushes, but you need to make a plan of how you're going to do that, right? But just like you can make anything with what you have within, right? So like you can work with what you have, but you got to come up with a strategy to do that, right? Even if it's just a first step, that's still a strategy. You need to get in tune, create your idea. Then you start transforming and thinking about, what is my plan of action? What do I need to remove, you know, from this plan? Because there's too many things trying to happen here, and I'm not able to give all my attention to all the things. So I need to pick one or a focus, right? And if it's not the right focus, send them away, like this one, right? Get it off your path, remove it. Focus. Painting will bring a lot of good thoughts to your heart. Yeah, focus on what your heart wants. Listen to your heart when he's calling for you. And this one reminds me of a friggin' goalie. It's like your ancestors are there, you know, behind you, trying to, you know, stop things from going in the goal that shouldn't, you know what I mean? Like, see, that's like the goal behind. Look at that polar bear. Like, yeah, no, nothing's getting past here. Like, that's a small hole to try to make it into, and look at all this space. But so in order to make it into that hole, you got to be very strategic, right? So it's like, even though you have a lot of protection, like, still to get to like the igloo, you're gonna have to get past this person, and you know, so you got to have a strategy. You got to link the two. Ding, ding. How am I gonna get this dink, this little wish that I'm making on my unicorn? I'm gonna send it out, but how do I make sure that's fulfilled? Because I can send it out all day, but that doesn't mean it's gonna be necessarily fulfilled, right? You gotta believe, and you gotta go towards it on your unicorn or whatever. You've got to say goodbye to the old and hello to the new. You've got to get rid of the things that have no room to swing on your vine or be in your hammock anymore, right? This kind of looks like a hammock to me. A little leopard hammock, you know, like, do you need to change your career? That was a huge message too. Like, are there people like in your workplace that aren't supporting you, or is your workplace just not for you anymore? Are you creating from the right heart space? Are you in the right line of work? Is someone from work trying to stop you or take you back or knock you down? Do you feel connected to your work anymore? Do you feel connected to what you're creating? Are you creating what you want? What is going on in your jungle, dude? What is swinging in your jungle? Are you being assertive about what you want? What tree are you swinging from? I mean, things are always going to work out and your desires within reach, right? So the only things that are within reach are what you can grab onto in the jungle, right? And swing from. It's up to you to choose what that's going to be, where you're going to swing from, and what you're going to swing to, and what you're going to let go of, and where you're going to choose to fall, or where you're, I mean, sometimes you're in the freaking jungle. You can't always choose where you're going to fall. Sometimes you just fall in places, right? Just like life. A lot of the time we just fall and we don't know where we're falling, but we do fall somewhere and we always get back up, right? So there's a harvest coming in. Look, this mirrors too. But in order to get to your harvest, you need to know where you're going. The yellow brick road. You need to have a way to follow, right? Someone to follow. Follow yourself. Follow your dream. So what may be holding you back, and what may be making you too comfortable, and what may be making you into your nightmare? What may be creating your nightmare, right? That you don't even realize is. Where is your eye? Is it in the right place? Is your heart in the right place? Is something that you're doing that you think you want actually hurting you instead? Or are you choosing to be afraid of something that you shouldn't be afraid of? Are you choosing to look at something or someone that's scary, but they're not scary? Like, what are you letting defeat you? Are you defeating yourself? Are you the one that is making things difficult for yourself? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you feel like this and could be like this, then change whatever it is that will make you look forward and up towards the sky, you know, like she's coming out from the bottom of the friggin', you know, from bottom, coming out from bottom. So it's like, no matter which way you look, you always want to be looking towards the light, right? No matter which way, whether you're looking up or down. But you should always be trying to look up, right? She's even looking up here and up, 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 up. Always keep looking up. Try to keep swinging in the right direction, right? But sometimes we do go back, and that's okay. Sometimes you have to go back to get forward or to get over a certain obstacle. But keep your eye on the light. Like, what lights you up? What makes you think? I think that's really important. What is the star in the night sky for you? Like, what is your North Star? What do you hold close to your heart that you don't ever want to let go of? What matters to you? What have you learned? What do you want to follow? What path do you want to follow? Who do you want to follow? Do you have an inspiration of someone or something? It's time to take your dreams and run with them, right? No, I didn't initially pull one of these, but let's do it. Oh no, I'm throwing this one. Listen to your heart. Your heart is your spiritual gifts. I don't know if everybody realizes that, but your heart is your link to your spiritual gifts. It really is. And there's no... Well, there you go. I'm getting the Hannah Montana song. Life's what you make it. So fuck them. Do what you want. Sparkle. Be high maintenance. Swing from the grandest vine. And most importantly, always believe. Always freaking believe. Believe. A dream is a wish your heart makes. It is. The market. Maybe you need to go back to the market. Maybe you left something or forgot something at the market. There's something you need to finish your divine meal or to complete your list. I don't know. There's something waiting for you. What else? Oh, okay. Talk to the divine. They want to talk to you or talk to whoever. Maybe you just need to say, screw it, and talk to someone and go with your intuition. Always lead with your intuition. Your intuition is so important. It's so important to listen to yourself, right? Listen with your heart, you will understand. You will always end up where you're supposed to. Perfect. Literally. Always look up to the sun, you guys. And if someone's freaking crooked, don't be looking up to them. Toss that stupid person away and looking up to a new career. Things are gonna look up and maybe it means a new career for you. I know that's where I'm looking right now. And I'm really excited about it. I sure am. Let's see, what else? It may have felt like it's been Halloween. Okay, this also came out the other day. It's not Halloween. I don't know if you know this, but it's not Halloween. So, or if you want to look at it as Halloween, choose a different costume then. Stop telling yourself, draw yourself a new costume, because you keep telling yourself, here's the awakening. Yeah, wake up. Wake up to a new costume, bro. Quit it. Hurricane. I'm not crying, you're crying. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Come on. Things can be divine if you want them to. They can. Come back to your heart. Follow the awakening. You know? What else? Of course that one would come out. Your wilder days are your best days, where your heart is, right? When I see this card, it's wilder days to me. It's like, it's the song, I wish I would have known you in your wilder days. Come back to your childlike wonder, Quit being so serious and jaded. Let go of what has jaded you. Embrace new. Follow your heart. Wake up. Quit feeling like this. There's so much magic to be had. It's time to be golden, babes. Let's get golden. Love you. I hope you guys have a great day.